You have to excuse me, folks. I just got back to the office. Had to run out and check on somebody's golf cart wasn't charging and find out why. It was the outlet, it was electricity, and I believe it's either the charger or the yeah, probably the charger, or maybe it's the system in the battery of it. So it doesn't matter. Had to go check on it and just got back to the office. And but we are live now. Today is Friday, April 22nd, and got a few things going on. The guys have pretty much finished trimming all the palm trees. There are some that we're going to go back through and double check and make sure they're got it all the way done. They're all done. And there's some of the oak trees that we're going to get. So we'll be finishing up that between today and next week. Then we just got to get rid of all the debris. Okay. Um, we had a Sloppy Joe lunch on Thursday, and I'm just trying to see how well how well I have the camera adjusted. It's you tend to not. It's a little bit different. You got to remember to look at the camera and not yourself on the screen, so that keep that eye engagement. And then I'm talking to you. Hi, Sig. Let's see how many others we got. We got four other, and so and then shut off my notifications, so I might hear a beep now and then, and uh, and that. Most a lot of people. I don't know how many people are left still here in Ancient Oaks that haven't left to go up north. I know there are a fair amount that are staying past this April and going to actually go into May before they leave. But I would say that the majority of people head back north. Um, and speaking of that, I'm going around, and you may get a letter from me. A few people might get a letter from me about that if you didn't tie your boat down, if it's under your carport, but you didn't actually anchor it down, you're supposed to have anchored it down. Uh, the board president wanted everybody to tie their golf carts down, and there's a lot of golf carts that aren't tied down. Um, it's really needs to be done. Two reasons: one for hurricane uh, prevention of it moving around, and the second reason is that to deter golf cart thieves. As much as we have cameras and the gates and then working on the gates, if somebody wants to, the exit gate, the arm, I'm looking in to get a lighter weight arm for it. The arm is so long, that's longer than the typical arm on a gate, so to allow wider vehicles through there. And it's shearing the pin that keeps it lined up. And the regular gate guy that comes in to fix it, uh, his wife is in the hospital, in ICU, and so I don't blame him for wanting to take care of his wife and be there for that. So, but I am looking into different supplier of not supplier, but anyway, a different company that's it's still they're in Sunrise. It's still 2.5 hours away, but that can come work on our gates. Now, if anybody can come up with a crew that can come work on the gates that is closer, shoot me their name and I'll contact them and see if they can come. So there's that. Let's see the gates. Oh, the golf carts. Back to the golf carts. Um, yes, to prevent theft. When the tying them down, they will go to the next easier, the one that's easier to steal. So not that we're having a problem. We have had a problem, but the one they were stolen, there were golf carts that were uh, keys that were easily replicated or left in them, and Now, being left in them, I don't know. I don't want to judge that way at all. That, but they probably didn't have the keys in them. But anyway, but any brand of golf carts, each golf cart company, uh, unless somebody knows different, maybe real high end ones, all the keys to the switch are all the same. So if you have a club car key, an easy go key, um, brands are out there, whatever brand, it's easy to get a key for it because all you need is another, you know, club car key and it's gone if you haven't changed the key, which we suggest you do, especially if you have a more expensive high-end golf cart. Let's see, get this. I got this adjusted good. Yeah, sorry about the wobbly camera. Got a new stand for it that's easier to manipulate. So there we go. All right. We did talked about the tree trimming. That's completed and pretty much completed, and we'll finish on that. Um, we are working on. We have had another pedestal go. Uh, the electrician already had pedestals on order, but they haven't arrived yet. And but they're supposed to arrive today. Another problem is that unless we can accurately predict which ones go next, we have been, as we see pedestals that are have any problem, we have been replacing them. Last year we replaced 10 pedestals in the last budget season, and already this year I think we're at least two, if not three, and I already have. I think there's already four that are planned uh, in this budget year. So we are working at replacing them, and we do look to try finding out which ones we need. There is money in the budget, and some money in the budget. There's enough money in the budget in the budget year to replace 17 of them. But right now, you because of the supply line crisis that's been ongoing for these electrical parts. And how do you? Okay, I have a suggestion. This Lisa, who's going to identify which ones need to go next and have find the right one? Okay, you want to volunteer Mike for that? Have at it. I'll replace the which ones he thinks are going to go next. So we are, when I do see one that has any type of problem, they are being replaced, and we will continue to do it that way. Don't want to use up the budget for replacing pedestals for somebody. Uh, well, whatever. Not gonna go there. All right. Let's see what else have we got going. We had the lunch, which was pretty well attended for a summer lunch, and thank would like to thank the ladies for doing that. And or actually, I can put more than just ladies probably. Ladies were there taking the orders and dishing it out, but they're probably the men helping somewhere along the line too. And I didn't close my door. Maybe I need to close that. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. Sorry about that. Okay. Um, as far as I know, we are having not having any COVID outbreaks in the park, and as far as I know, Okeechobee County is lower on the list. I have not gone through, and the only problem, Pat, is if we use up our supply on ones that we think might go, and we have another one or two or three go on us, then we don't have the pedestals to replace those, and it's even longer time. So, uh, supply line crisis gets eliminated. We get the pedestals in. I'll go and maybe spend about half the budget on ones that we just think might go, but we'll need to keep the rest in line for those that like I said, the do go. So we are not just ignoring it, we are taking care of it. And this is the first time I've been working here for whatever, 12 years, 13 years, since 2008. That makes it almost 14, doesn't it? 2008, and this is the first time that anybody's been without power before the pedestal needed to be replaced. We always before the it was able to be bypassed, and they had power, and uh, so first time it's happened, and it's unfortunate, and we're going to do the best we can to avoid it in the future. But even if we have the pedestals here, or the electrician has them in his shop, the process with the county and the permits and Florida Power and Light, I don't even, pressing them and saying it's an emergency. I don't think it can be done in less than a week. But because of and no electrician that's a legal electrician with their license with the state or the county, but mainly is they call FP&L certified, allowed to work on FP&L stuff. Uh, they are not going to do anything that FP&L that bypassing doing something temporary that is not up to code. Even they will not hook it up unless it's been inspected by the county. So we're stuck. Uh, that is the aftermath of all the hurricanes and shady roofers and electricians and contractors coming in and ripping off people. And so they put checks in place. And Lisa, I've been over that, and you're making the comments that if you don't want to be blocked off the site, don't be beating a dead horse here. Okay, that's not productive. Okay, well, I have to go early unless anybody's got any other questions. Um, got another appointment coming up that we need to take care of, and those are the major points. Uh, do remember, if you're one of the Northerners and you're watching this later, to make sure that your place is kept up, or you have somebody in line in case the weeds start growing and your place needs power wash, that we can get that taken care of. So I'll be signing off. I don't see any other questions. And we'll just go from there. Everybody have a great day. I guess the only other thing we had a little bit of problem with the sewer plant. Excuse me. Sewer plant has had problems with electrical, and we've gotten that pretty well straightened out. FP&L did come in and replace their transformers. We had problems with the valve in the water plant. We have gotten that going and replaced, but we'll get some backup parts in on that, and that'll be taken care of. And there we go. We did lose water no, we didn't lose power. We had a little bit low pressure for a day this week, but taken care of. And we are proactive on trying the maintenance, but there are some things you just cannot anticipate. And we're as many parts as we'll try to have parts on hand. But once again, if you have a part fail once in 15 years, if you buy the part and have it on hand for 15 years, you're not guaranteed that part is going to work. You go to put it on. So the supply line crisis is also but I have other parts on order, or going to put them on order to make sure that they're in here ahead of time, so we have backups. There we go. All right. Well, everybody have a great day, great weekend, and we'll catch you on the next live next Friday. So live long and prosper. Now find the button to end the broadcast.